Welcome, my lovely dears, to a nice chill. Nothing goes wrong. Everything is just going to be resolved in a session of Chivalric's Downtime. I'm sure that it won't be.
Skow lied as easily as she breathed.
That's a problem because she's not breathing super easily at the moment.
Yeah, that's why we're all calling you out on your bullshit.
Well, okay, fair. So, when last we left off, there were some revelations brought to light, shared between Sir Tristan and Sir Cassiopeia, of her menacing origins.
Turns out her dark and mysterious past was a little darker and more mysterious than she let on.
Yep. Yeah, emphasis on the dark. As ever, Tristan is given the peek, is given the peek behind the veil that most of this continent's tragedy is mired in dark romance. Because that's because the GM isn't original, I suppose, is the real reason why. But you know,
Look, one of my personality traits since the beginning of this campaign does literally say that. So yeah, you know.
It was really mean of you to put the DM isn't original as one of your bonds, but yeah, whatever.
Well, you know, if I put that as a bond, then every time you do something I can just predict, I get inspiration. So it's fine. Speaking of which, I do have
bullshit, but inspiration is an out of character resource technically. So yeah, I suppose you could try and farm the floor. The DM is out to get me.
But I do have a new bond if you're interested. Speaking of,
let's take a peep here. Okay, cool.
I don't know how to score any of those. I'm not sure how you score any of those things.
You just refer to the fact that you are playing into your bonds of flaws. Like, it's very difficult for me to just keep on top of that for literally any of you. Yeah, but occasionally, if you're like, should such and such get inspiration for doing whatever, checking whether that is incongruent to playing to their bonds or failing because of their flaws. It's a good way to tell. Yeah, so Batman and Lady Italia Al Ghul. It's not a far off representation. But we're in the chivalric, so no. If anything, it wouldn't be an Al Ghul. It would be a Hassan coming from those desert sands to bring, I don't know, chivalric Muslims to the fray. I don't know how that works, honestly. What do you mean, Bob is your Damien? The most confusing Damien ever.
Okay. I guess Bob's Tristan's son then.
Yep.
I mean, look, me and Bob secretly being related would not surprise me at this point.
Tristan being secretly related to anyone wouldn't be surprising at this point.
Your mum, well, she has predilections.
She lived up to the rumors about the Supernal Court. Yeah, it's true.
Bob, too, is a child of Dracul.
But, Savin, haven't you noticed that Bob is very surprisingly helpful and bro to you?
Yeah, I know. Bob is my brother, possibly from another mother or another father. One of those two. We'll find out which later.
Hey, I won't rule out anything. I feel like I should rule out some things, but I just won't because it gives me space to backpedal.
No, listen. All we have to do is, Bob, I need you to try and suck Tristan's dick. If the DM stops us, we know we're related. If not,
that's true.
Then
yeah, that's the
I get my dick
check.
sucked, and you get to swallow a load of cum, and then it's great.
That's I don't know about this plan.
Joke's on you. I let Bob finish and then tell you were related. Take that, not my Twitch channel.
I mean, the DM
I can only protect you so much. I can't protect you from yourselves.
I mean, the DM doesn't have to tell you anything about it. I mean,
I
you have to
Oh
find
no,
that out
trust
in
me.
character.
If they're related and Bob sucks Tristan off and swallows huge boatloads of their older brother's cum, which I'll say it very loudly
Hi,
and
Stray.
clearly as well.
You walked in at the best possible time. Please do not mind the Shoda between Tristan's legs.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, there's only one way to find out, but you have to fucking gamble to win that game.
Look, neither of us have anything to lose here.
Only your seed.
Well, Savin, you imagine
Anyway.
being positive. Being positive. If Bob sucks you, gets to suck you up, at least there won't be any seed to steal for a couple of months.
It's true. I need you to give me the suck before I summon this demon. That way she has nothing to gain from me. Oh god. Alright. Anyway. No! Oh god. Why?
Oh my god, why would you do this?
Look, there's a clear chat button for a reason. I posted it and then cleared chat, so I didn't have to look at it.
Where is this button?
If you go to the cog wheel,
Okay,
it's click
there
current
it
chat
is.
log. Yeah, you can spare yourself.
I
that
have no
darkness,
idea.
It's
Yeah.
gone.
God.
I do that.
No.
I do that anytime there's just a horrendous meme post, and I'm like, I don't need to look at this.
No,
Either
I'm
that or I
sorry,
just, like,
Twitch chat. You get
Post the
to
action card for.
be watching that for a while.
You get to
Either
suffer
I don't
Twitch
need to look
chat.
at this, or everyone needs to look at this. Share.
Well,
my
no, it's the reality is like there's an out, of course, and that's if I click Bob's totem button, and then it just
Oh, yeah,
fills
just
the
do
screen,
that.
and then we're safe. Oh no, it's too late. You can put up with it.
I mean, I cleared the chat, so I don't have to
Yeah,
put
no,
up
of
with
course,
it.
no one really has to put up with it. It's fine.
Some of us just take it.
Anyway, brain just trying to like restart. It's never. I say restart. It didn't start today. My brain isn't
Yeah.
together, and my sinuses are crushing it from the inside beneath my eyes. I think.
Look, at least 0 to 100% for you isn't a very huge leap.
It's 0 to 100% in the context of what? Sorry.
Your brain.
Oh. See, I couldn't even make that fucking connection. I'm fucked today.
See, I know.
It's no good.
All right.
Scowl.
If any of you have ever wanted anything really cool in Shiz, this is your opportunity to bully the GM for it.
just like convince me that it's a good idea.
That's going to seem
Don't-
really
don't
mean
do
in
that.
hindsight because
I'm-
I actually do have some things I need to do later.
I was gonna say
I'm
you
good, Savin.
you literally
I'm
are
winning.
about to push your luck. I know full well. So
I'm already winning, Savin. I just have to win harder.
can you ignore travel rules, please? No, I didn't. I don't think I did. I don't think I gave you for free for that. Anyway.
God, it's so weird seeing the chat log and.
I do need to change the duration of time within which that you spend in the ethereal plane. That, and I'll probably make the ethereal plane dangerous by filling it with creatures of the ether. Much like when they put on the ring in Lord of the Rings and it fucking gives you ghost vision. Like I have a sneaky suspicion that if you ethereal stride too often, I'm gonna fuck your whole day up. No, I didn't. I mean, I did, but not in that sense. I cheated you in many other ways. Anyway, revelations happened. Tristan found out that the Supernal Court was apparently a number of specialists, not in actual magical acts, but in diplomacy held between regions and courts of the Fae. Or, as they've been dubbed entirely by a couple of the surviving members of the Supernal Court, Fae sex tourists.
Yeah, it was a sex cult.
It was basically a goth sex cult. You know that anime that's just dudes who fuck monster girls and talk about it?
Yes.
The viewers.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. Trist's Tristan's mother happened to run that club.
Oh dear. Of course.
Yeah, Ariel got a real intimate blessing from Emma.
Foot and a half, a stallion dick, and some apple-sized notes. Goodness me. So, we pick up where we basically left off in the middle of the Imperial City with research being wrapped up. Oh, I just got pinged. Okay, cool. I'll be damned. Finishing things. Protect your thief. Yeah, you now have C to protect. I'll have to make a check to see if anyone just could smell the fertile on you. Or virile, sorry.
I don't think they
Hey,
need
Bull.
to smell it. I'm pretty sure they can see it.
True,
See,
yeah,
smell,
you can't-
hear.
Unless you start
Taste.
wearing really long skirts. Which, why?
Angel, how's your stealth or deception?
My deception? Well, you see, I'm fairly decent unless I need to talk to my mother.
It's true, you have disadvantage to
So-
lie to your mother. So it would be a 1 if she's like, how did everything go, Ariel? We now have decided that she finds out literally immediately that you have a huge horse cock.
Nice.
Thank you for rolling that ahead of time. Very appreciated.
She
Oh,
just
that's good.
smells it
Okay.
on you.
Yep.
That ain't right. I'm
Just
growing red.
pointing out that I had to evade Bob's TikTok.
This is true. No,
I think you
that's-
also have
it's now-
disadvantage
it's now-
to evade the Niktar.
No. It has now been decided that amongst the party over the course of winter downtime, anyone you encounter, you have a 19 deception against any of them to figure out that you have a huge dick unless you present. Except for to your mother, she figures it out literally immediately. It is impossible for you to keep a secret from her.
I mean, yeah, why would I keep a secret from mother? She didn't need to have secrets kept from her.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just-
Exactly.
Whip it out and present.
Mom, look out! Look, no, I don't want to do that.
Don't do that.
No, I'm not doing that.
It's not a good idea.
Don't worry, we'll work you up to it. You can join me in the Mommy Issues Club. It'll be great.
Oh,
That's
no.
fair.
Oh,
You're
God,
still
no.
you're still like a mommy issues level like 0.5.
4.
You're still you know the Trist is at 4, but Ariel right now is in like if you think of it as a university course, Ariel is in still like attending split residence for introductions to mommy issues.
Either that or I'm in Mommy Issues 101.
Fair. Whereas Trist is in mommy issues 404, not found.
Yeah. Aw.
Switch.
Oh.
Ouch.
Oh.
Very nice.
Just
I
here,
approve of
DM,
that
have some inspiration. Savage.
Yay!
Uh,
Okay.
yeah, you can use that against the demon's rolls against Tristan.
Why would she need to
Okay.
roll anything against me? I'm not doing
What?
anything to her.
No, everything's great. So, let's slide you bitches over to the map as we begin to go through winter goddamn downtime. Oh boy. Ariel, what are your winter plans?
Yeah, so I'm going to get Volka here, and I'm going to go on a boat back on up to the Herald.
Not a problem.
Yep.
Literally no problem there. Plenty of boats, no travel check. It's 3 hexes, safest portion of the road, end of winter.
Awesome. I suppose for my first downtime action, I'm going to do spells researching and replace Hellish Rebuke with Dream Sending.
Okay. Let's see here. Are there any rolls attached to your required action? I'm just going to ask this of like
No.
every single thing,
Nope.
just so my brain doesn't. Just basically so my brain does anything. Okay, excellent. What would you like to do next?
After I finish Dream Sending there, well, I'm going to use Dream Sending and try and send a message to Tammy.
Excellent. Before you make that test, can you give me an intelligence save?
Intelligence save. Okay.
Yeah.
16.
Okay. As you are, learning and figuring out dream sending, you can see quite clearly that there are risks inherent just before you make this roll. It's not like you're going to be blindsided by the fact that she might have terrifying protections on her, or that, Rongaminiad might get involved and fuck your brain to bits. You are aware it is a possibility. Are you sure that you try?
When you put it that way,
I mean, he's
I
your
should
patron too. He's not going to do
I
anything
mean,
to you.
it is my patron too, but
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure if something happened, it certainly wouldn't be malicious. It's just that there's the potential that you're going to smash your brain into something it doesn't understand and hurt yourself.
we have to find out about it sometime, and better to do it now and at a safe place rather than somewhere out in the wild.
As a side note, you could always dream send to Jen instead of Tammy, just to have her deliver a message.
I mean, I could try that.
You shouldn't. You should do what you want. I'm just saying for future reference.
Yeah. Let me just pull up dream sending here, because I remember some note about it and thinking like, why didn't I just try and do this before to Jen?
Because you didn't have the spell.
Yeah, but I mean, I could have gotten like a scroll of it or something like that.
You also have Gen issues.
Yeah, I do.
You have like level.
Where are the
You're
method-
also in the 404
Yeah,
club.
here
and
it
Gen
is.
Issues.
They can refuse to hear it outright. That's why I didn't do it. Or I tried and do it, and they just refused it outright. So.
Yeah, she left her phone is left like on the hook, so no calls can get through.
Yeah.
It might not be anymore. You don't know. You haven't tried.
Yeah, probably better to send to Jen. I'll do it to Jen this time.
Coward.
Yeah. There is no test involved, but I will copy the message that has to be 25 words or less.
Okay. Claimed a shared bounty on the beast. Would like to give party share. Made up sometime after winter. Let's see here. Are they able to respond?
I do not believe they can respond to it. Since it
Yeah,
is
that's
just
only the
a
actual
first level
sending
spell.
spell.
That's only the actual spell. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but they have a cleric with it, so,
Yes, they can, in fact, between their group, send one back. It will probably be, like, the following morning after a couple of hours have passed. One, two, three, four. This is the response you get.
Okay. Very well, then. Well, that's how they're gonna be about it. I suppose I can't do anything to stop them.
Yep. They are, for reasons undescribed over, sending across however a distance, they are under the radar.
Okay. Alright. So do you want us to go, like, one action at a time, like, across the board, or do you want to go through, like, everyone's and then next and next and next and next?
Yeah, let's keep everyone involved. All right, remember where you're at. We'll come back to you.
Sure.
Savin.
Hello. I actually have to get
What
the
about
dragon
you?
hold.
You do. It
I'm not
is
there.
actually a bit of a journey.
However, you did mention something about teleporting to the night holds from the thing in King Seat?
I thought you said teleporting.
I
They
definitely
do ha-
remember.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
they do
Oh, they're
have
teleporting,
magic.
okay.
They do have direct magic circles. Like Herald's obviously a short distance, so they'd rather you didn't do that. But Dragonhold is like up on the edge of a mountain.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't want to make
Dragonhold
that
is
journey in the winter. I'd
yeah,
rather
it's a
just
bit of a
teleport.
reach.
So I'd like to arrange that. I'm going to buy a couple things while we're here in King Seat. Specifically, I'm going to buy some nice flowers and get a nice jasper necklace from a girl Belle, because I haven't seen her in a
Yeah.
while. Drop some money on that. And
Okay.
is Cass coming to Dragonhold, or is she going back to the Black Knight hold?
Let's see here. Should come along.
Okay.
She probably should anyway, so you don't get like hunger pangs over the winter.
Ah, yes, things that are important to remember that would happen. Yes. So yeah, we'll buy some stuff, grab my centaur, peace nerds, and teleport.
Sure. As an attaché, let's see here. Cass has 2 packages that need to be delivered to places. Let's see here. I will see if those succeed for her. Just while you're doing a thing, I'll do Cass's as an aside. That one does not make it. That one does not make it. Oh boy. Oh well. That's just life. Sometimes you roll a 2 and a 1, and some secret things don't get to occur for her. She
Well,
won't know they don't really get there.
that's unfortunate.
Yep.
Although before we leave, I did actually have a research action I was in the middle of that you still owe me an answer to a question on, because
Sure.
I only got one of them.
Question away.
All right. So, let's see. Last time we talked about the Supernal Court, and we figured out, I can't find out where their headquarters was. I'm gonna have to go talk to some forest knights, and I'll ask Jessie when she's going home for the winter to kind of sweet
Yeah,
talk that dude
she'll
for me.
happily. Yeah, she'll happily take along a message for you if you want to write a missive.
Yeah, I'll just write something saying to that knight, hey, I've got some leads towards dicking with Velt. If anything you tell me about the court would be much appreciated, blah, blah, blah. But for my other question that's yet unspent, since I'm not going to learn anything about the court, I might as well ask, what's the story about what happened when Velt betrayed the king anyway? What actually happened?
Okay. Let's see here. For no reason at all, could you roll me a d8?
Sure. 5.
Okay. All right. That's fine. So, the reality is, you'd have to ask the king himself for the exact definitive answer, but the most popular theories are as follows. Velthrma was jealous of the Eternal King's rise to power because the Eternal King, prior to becoming such, was a farm boy. It was, a rags to riches story, and their interests clashed over the interest of Lady Agriel of the Hairhold, before she became the Hair. Whatever caused their breakdown in relation to occur, it wasn't like an abrupt thing, it was a slow death, so to speak, of jealousy. Until eventually he took his finest moment to land a blow when there was a division within the King's Court. Thanks to information you've learned, that you would surmise that division within the King's Court was Bedivere's failed confession.
Oof.
That wouldn't have been known, but you actually have the piece to that puzzle. At which point Veltramar took the opportunity to finally land a solid blow with an anatheme that should have slain him before departing to gather forces for what would eventually be a counterattack. Except the king survived, and that you don't know the rest of the story.
I see. Well, cool beans.
Hmm.
All right. Now that my pre-downtime stuff is done, I will teleport to Dragonhold. Whoosh.
Yep. At which point you are excitedly met by the great Lady Isabel.
Yes. Big spinny hugs for her.
Of course, of course. At which point she does that friend next door stare down with Cassie when she sees love affection rival.
Oh no.
They have their moment. Let's just see here who comes out top girl. Who plays dominance? Isabel. Oh yeah, you're a bard.
Listen, I'm sorry, Isabel, but Cass was first girl introduced after you, so she automatically wins. That's the trope.
I don't know. Technically, Kassira won that.
Ooh.
Oh,
Look, Isabel has a very powerful personality that she rarely utilizes, and you've not really seen her, like, with a weaponized personality before, only in brief trips and drabs when she'd get angry or sad as a child. But at this point, you can definitely see that she knows how to win at a conversation, so to speak.
Uh-oh. Well, I'm sure me arriving and immediately like draping a necklace and this nice kerchief I had made for her and some flowers probably didn't help that at all. Just
Probably
came
not.
with like a shitload of presents. And yeah, I think a few days are probably going to be spent I trust Belle more than anybody else. Period, even Cass at this point. Fucking vampire.
Yeah.
So knowing that she of all people will not fucking narc on me,
Yeah.
just gonna before it vomit up what's happened because oh Jesus, oh God.
God, do you ever need someone to
I
just
need lap
talk
pillow
to?
time and just hot chalky Belle, please.
All right, let's see here. Ba-da-da. Oh god, also her stats are way higher than I thought. I forgot she actually has a functional sheet now that she's been trained properly as a Valabard by Il Franco.
My homie.
Yep. Let's see here. She shall soothe you with a fucking
Oh my.
incredible performance.
Jesus, that's a high performance.
Yep, her 3 proficiencies as far as music are concerned is lute, singing, and songwriting.
Excellent. Well, the brain has, for the first time in many moons, found a source of quietude.
Yeah. Cass is likely actually just quite busy herself, so for the first few days, besides like randomly stopping by to make sure that you aren't, having a terrible time and cracking under the pressure, she'll be probably hanging out with what would be the Nighthold's main alchemist. But yeah, Lady Isabel will entreat you with lap pillow, listen to your tales, and play you sweet lute music.
I love her. She's the best.
She's a very good girl. I feel like I also need to add on the tool proficiency Spanish guitar.
Yes, that is highly
actually.
appropriate.
Yeah, in fact, I'm going to do that right now.
That's been her downtime.
Spanish guitar, attribute, charisma, the expertise since that was
yeah,
yeah.
It goes without saying, obviously, but I do not mention the part where Cass is a vampire. Like that I will keep to myself. Not gonna snitch.
But yeah, and she similarly will update you on which she's gotten up to. Mostly training. She's looking to exit the hold herself when winter is closed on a little mission of her own. Nothing quite so grandiose, but she offered to assist Il Franco
that's
in a
nice.
journey up into the mountains.
The mountains here on Dragonhold?
Yep, right down the spine of the dragon, such as it is called, aka like a
Okay.
200-mile stretch of mountain.
I will warn her about this Galehot business up here. And I stay away from there.
Sure, yeah,
It's
she'll keep
dangerous
that.
as shit.
Yeah, she'll keep that part in mind. They shouldn't be going back down into the woods. It should all be included in the spine of the mountain. But also, she ain't no snitch, and she did promise Ilfranco she wouldn't tell.
That's fine.
Like
but
the actual details of their little quest.
things that go up that are near the mountains sometimes go into the mountains, so better be safe than sorry.
Yep, she will keep it in mind and warn Ilfranco that there may yet be other dangers in the area.
Yeah.
Thunder Horse. Yeah, okay. Let's see here. Do you have any roles that you would like to do? We can do one for you and then move on to Tajana.
Well, after I get my BFF time and stuff, I guess I could just go summon Satan out in the woods. That's the only thing I might have to roll for.
Sure. Do you tell Isabel that?
No.
Okay.
Hey, it's
You're not
I'm going
gonna
to
tell her
Demon
that you're going to
Woods.
make
You
a
wanna come
small
help
loan
me?
of one whole soul and hope that she brings it back after she's done.
No.
Okay. Do you tell Cass? Because,
Yes, I will tell Cass because I want her to come with me and save me in case this goes horribly wrong.
Okay.
I'll just have her climb a tree and be ready to sweep down and drag me to safety if, for some reason, Cole Smile decides not to be super chill. But I have no reason to suspect she will not, in fact, be super. God damn it, Izzy.
Yep.
All right. Well,
would you
I
like
was
to
gonna
make a
say.
perception check?
So, I do have the alarm spell now, which I will use all of my spell slots to place alarms around whatever forest clearing, probably up in this hex here that I can go into to protect self from wandering eyes. And then, yeah, I've perfectly recorded. Fuck off, Isabel.
This is her just checking, does she know how to get around an alarm? She does not know how to get around an alarm, so she's going to stay out of its range. Boo.
All right, well, so be it. So anyway, I have a perfectly recorded demon summoning ritual from the Mage's Tower basement that I can use to summon, bind, and geas a demon. Specifically, have Cold Smile's address.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do out the circle, but as I'm incanting it, I'm just not going to do this fucking enslavey demon part, and it's gonna invite her in for tea, so to speak.
All right. You may make an Arcana test. Cassie will give you advantage.
No
All
protection, you're just going to raw dog it?
Yeah. I'm going to trust in the fact that Cold Smile is going to be chill. Because I
For
have
everyone
something that
to,
she wants.
remember.
Yeah.
She's a real piece.
She is very pretty. Don't mind the giant horse dick. Anyway, there's a 25.
Okay. Yeah. You are able to make your invitations, set the ritual circle. It is a ritual circle that, on purpose, you grind a boot heel through the portion that would, hold her in place upon arrival.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a lot easier to put together the summoning ritual and then break the circle yourself before you use it, as opposed to trying just to make the whole ritual without a circle. That would be really, really dangerous.
No, yeah, we're doing everything the correct and proper way. We're just not going to enslave her.
Cool. Then, yeah, Cold Smile. I mean, with a fucking 25, even if you were asking nicely, she'd have to come and turn up. So she's scowling a little bit when she appears in the midst of a wooded clearing, and you can see that she's wearing what appears to be like a black silk nightgown, down the form of her body. Where her feet rest on the grass, you can see that they are still ankle deep in blood. She will blink in surprise.
Uh,
What have you
I
done?
seem to have caught you in the middle of something. My
Or in the middle of
apologies.
someone, yes. She'll wiggle her toes. Oh well, he'll be dead now.
Well, speaking of making people dead,
She'll furrow her brow and look around at the floor and see that there's no geas in place before looking to you again.
Tristan's
Go
just
on.
wave. Well, my compatriots and I have turned up the location of a large gathering point for Valthermar's forces.
Mm.
Given that we're somewhat immobilized over winter, and I see no reason you would suffer the same fate, I thought perhaps you might like to go have some fun over winter. Some vitality I'm not using.
I do not know how much vitality you're willing to offer, but you do seem to have gotten more delicious since last I saw you.
Well, as long as it doesn't kill me, I'm just going to be sitting in a castle for a couple months, so...
One sec. Let's see here. She's still a dick. Let's see if I take advantage of you. We'll go with an insight first. So there was a cold smell insight. Now, do you actually behave? She mostly behaves. Okay. Well, let's see here then. I could leave you very much on death's door for the entirety of winter, but there are costs implicit in such a thing. Should I meet a most grisly end, I suspect it would backlash upon you and deliver quite the fatal heart attack. And I'd get to bring your soul screaming along with me back to hell.
Yeah, so how about this? You do your best not to die. And
Very
later
well.
on, when we figure out where the fuck Velthamar himself is, which we're on the process to, I've got some leads. I bring you along and you can help us rip his head off and beat his body to death with his spine.
Well, you do know how to paint the prettiest pictures.
I have been called a sweet talker in my time.
There is a most menacing glitter. Very well. I shall draw upon you until there is nothing left to draw that would bring you to fatal end. I do hope you're aware that this will be quite unpleasant.
Yep, but hey, killing the shit out of a bunch of Velt's cronies, that seems worth it.
She will shrug. Well, it gives me something to do for a month or so. Let's see here. So how much health do you usually have?
I normally have 63 hit points.
Okay. Currently, your maximum hit points are now
3.
3 hit points. Yeah. Exactly as many hit points as you have a Constitution modifier, I believe that is.
Yep.
Yikes.
I'm a commoner now, guys.
You now have 3 hit points. You see a cold smile, a grin, a most menacing grin, as you, suddenly your armor feels really, really heavy on you, and the floor is looking really comfortable right about now.
Oh, God.
Which I would say, would you like to give me a Constitution save? But I think you automatically fail because you just don't have the Constitution required to pass.
I'm just gonna have a sit
Roll me a
down.
D20. Roll me a D20. We'll see if you can stay conscious with a crit.
Oh no. And
Okay, no, you pass out.
this is why I brought Cass along.
Yep. Yeah, otherwise you would be unconscious in a clearing until 8 hours passed. In fact, I actually imagine if Isabel sees you, like, go into the woods, which she did, but then not come out for, like, hours, she'll be like, fuck that, ignore the alarm and go in and get you anyway. But then she'd, find you unconscious, drained nearly entirely of your life force in the middle of a demon summoning circle, right outside the Dragon Hold.
Yeah, that seems like a bad time.
Yeah,
see,
it's like a real bad
So,
time.
so
why I
yeah,
brought my
luckily you brought
assistant.
Cass. Yep, and Cass will sigh and just sort of like fucking just pitch you over her back and probably soak you liberally in alcohol.
Yeah, we just had a
and
party
then
in the woods.
clean
It's
the
fine.
field. And yeah, she'll clean the field. Cold Smile will leave stealthily as just a favor.
Thanks, babe.
Let's see here. She becomes Toxic Mist, which is a real wild fucking trick. It's mist form, except also anyone you go through fucking starts dying.
Appropriate.
Yeah, she is not a succubus. She is a Yochlol.
What's your type?
Shalom. Yeah, you auto die if you hit -3 hit points at any point. If you take 6 damage, you perish.
Guys, I to interrupt, but you know my local bagel shop that does like bagel sandwiches. Do you know
No,
what
but
they
go
call?
on.
No. But do you know what they call a bacon, lettuce, avocado, tomato sandwich? A black man. Bacon, lettuce, avocado, tomato.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Black man.
Black.
Yeah.
I can't not order one of those to go with my hot chockey.
Go for it. Yeah. Trist, you are going to be literally on death's door now for. Why don't you roll me 2d30 plus 30?
Nice.
85 days.
85, almost
The entirety of downtime.
days for the entirety of downtime.
You guys are like, oh my god, that's horrible. But listen, that's 85 days of this demon just wreaking a bloody toll on these fucking vampires.
It super is.
So.
Like,
and
I
almost at
wanted
full
to
strength.
roll maximum there.
Yeah, and that means that she gets to run around and utilize the entirety of her powers. Behold, her one singular basic attack that is 3 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh.
So she can like run around and just do that to people and fuck them up, or like poison mist sit on top of like lieutenants while they're asleep and they die. And
Sit on
every
their
day
face.
she could just summon a stack of demons. So yeah, no, she's gonna have fun. She's gonna have a great time.
Yeah, and I told her exactly where this fucking camp was and all that.
Well,
shit,
you gave
so.
her. To be fair, you gave her a direction, and that's where she's.
I mean, I would have shown her on the map before I fucking passed out. I know exactly where it is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's going to go to that 7 hex expanse, and it's just basically run some kind of guerrilla campaign of murder.
Yay.
Let's see here. Could you roll me a d20?
Yeah. All right. Oh no. Can I spend my inspiration?
Go ahead.
Okay. Because I feel like this is the please don't die roll for her. So, okay, well, it's not in that one, so I'll take it.
No, it's whether these guys bounce back in the end.
Oh. Well, still a failure then, so that's good.
Yes.
That would have been funny if I just crit myself into the ground.
Yeah. If
Oh,
anything,
well.
actually, like you spending inspiration, it was mean of me to let you because you wanted low. But, whatever, take that. Spend that inspiration. Enjoy. Ha ha ha.
Bitch.
I mean, hey, look, you didn't know what you were rolling for.
No, that's true. I didn't.
This is payback for the vampire wolf.
Yeah. So let's see here. This place goes by a new name now.
It's Castle Cold Smile. That's where she lived.
Burned Corpse Terrace.
Jesus.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It used to be called the Bleak Terrace. It is now called the Burned Corpse Terrace.
Okay, yep, now I got it. Thank you. Cool, thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome. If anything, it's a really haunted adventure because it's definitely going to become haunted as fuck later.
Yeah, I bet.
Now you can fight fire ghosts.
Fine.
Yay!
I love it.
I hate it. Thanks.
Thanks, I hate it.
Look, it's fine.
Congratulations,
Scow
you
just
turned a
I'll
7
just
hex encounter. Yeah, you turned a 7 hex Army of Darkness encounter into a 7 hex fire ghost encounter, and I'm cool with that.
I'd
We're
like
gonna
to change it into a 7 hex mimic encounter.
We need to import some ghost dust.
So yeah, is there any like fireproofing stuff I could pick up over winter?
You
Yeah.
guys aren't going to know. Well, actually, no.
Potions
She
of
will
fire
probably come
resistance.
back and tell you that, she rent the souls from most of their living bodies. A bunch of necromancers all killed themselves trying to blast her. And everything's kind of on fire. But like evil fire, she will wave her hands mysteriously.
Everything's on
Definitely evil
fire now. Proud smile.
Yes!
That's a marked improvement from Armies of Darkness. I'll take it.
Yep. Unless they manage to send a powerful enough necromancer there to enslave it, then technically I suppose what I've done is given them a stronger army.
Yeah, it's fine.
We're gonna hope.
I think Velthramar himself would have to go there, though. I don't think he will.
Probably be fine.
She will shrug. But yes, congratulations. You're going to have to be careful with the rest of Downtime, because if you take 6 damage, you die.
That's okay. I had no intention of doing anything even remotely physically exerting. Going to spend the rest of Downtime sitting in a room, having Belle train me in Persuade, and then also working with stone. I'm now a professional stonemason.
Sure. Let's see here. She is going to ask you why you are spending quite so much time on a sexy statue.
Which
To
one,
train in
Belle?
persuasion.
Ha. Yeah, no, Bella's going to ask you why you're spending so much time on the sexy stone statue.
All right, so technically there's like 3 or 4 of these things that we brought back.
Yeah, good point. Only one of them's becoming your defender, right?
Oh yeah, well, my plan was to leave the rest of them here as castle defenders, because it's not like I need my hit dice for anything, because I just regain all my HP anyway.
True. So yeah, for anyone who isn't aware, the cost of keeping one of these stone defenders awake and active is one of his recovery hit die permanently.
Yeah. Which, again, I don't need, because I'm a fucking vampire thrall. I just regen hit points. So,
Yep.
yeah, I'm gonna spend all of my hit dice, or, well, there's 4 statues, so I will spend another 2 hit dice.
Yep.
Are you making gargoyles?
Yes, I am making
Essentially.
gargoyles. I am binding them in my own vitality and leaving them here to defend Dragonhold. But yeah, I'll just explain to Belle, like, we found these living statues in a Dragonhold crypt, and my plan is to reanimate them and use them to defend the hold against the force of darkness.
She's probably there are definitely questions to be asked, but
I will present her my book on actually I have 2 books on golemology.
Sure.
My theories are sound.
Arcana is admittedly not her level of expertise because she went really, really hard into the barding aspect of a bard. Behold, plus 10 persuade checks.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's incredible at being a bard now, guys.
That's my girl. Yeah, I'll assist her in arcanaing. I want her to understand.
Sure. Yeah, all right, give her an arcana test so she can be educated. There are, of course, wizards in Dragonhold. They'll help you out as well and probably show a vested interest. There's definitely going to be some concern that you're like leaving up a portion of your vitality to all of these things to keep them active.
Listen, I may die, but these things will live on in my name to defend the keep. That's the best sacrifice I can offer should I be killed in the field. And if I'm not, well, then we have a greater army to defeat Vel. Either way, I win.
Try and do it without any dying, though, will you? I'd hate to have to travel across the fields to your teacher and apologize for letting a young student explode his own soul.
It is in the Dragon Knight's nature to violently explode on the enemy, but I will do my best not to.
Indeed. And then, there are a number of people like doing a whole bunch of work. Cass has borrowed a couple in order to do some fun alchemy.
Oh boy, I can't wait to find out what she's making.
Yay! I'm not saying it's a syringe full of psycho juice that you should definitely shoot up if the worst should ever start to happen, but it is.
Yay!
Just so you're aware. In fact, I should say just so you're aware. Cass will tell you that if you die in a field, she's going to shoot you up with this stuff.
What does that do?
What do you think it does? You get back up again. Very powerful.
Like you?
Probably more than me. I don't have faith in my ability to keep my wherewithal together. Of course, if I die, you can always shoot me up with it. I have no idea what will happen, though. Some kind of vampire dragon horse doesn't seem like the best idea, but, you know, better than dead. Maybe.
Much better than dead.
She will shrug. But yes, so I have this now. There are a couple of concerned alchemists now in the hold, but, well, it has been noted that you're all very pragmatic. Just didn't explain what the other catalyst was.
Good. Well, let's hope we don't need to use it, but if we do, Tristan will extend a hand as if to shake. Whichever one of us ends up getting comfortable with this, the other do his or her best to keep the unfortunate soul from descending into madness.
Agreed. She will firmly shake your hand. Which is like a very cold, clammy hand.
It's
You've
okay,
definitely
mine is...
No. Yours is as in,
Yeah.
like, literally, because you are just missing all that blood. Like, her hand, plenty warm.
Yeah, it's fine. I just have severe anemia. It's whatever.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're, like, thirstier than ever, though, but she can't feed from you because it will actually kill you, even though you'd regenerate in the interim. So she's going to be really hungry this winter, like, holy shit.
Yeah, I will tell her if she touches Belle, I will fucking find a way to smite her. Don't do that.
What? Why would I pick Belle? I'd pick someone you don't know.
Exactly. Wait, I mean, look, there's plenty of peasants around.
Do you want to give me a persuade check?
No.
Uh,
Look, I'm not telling her what to do. I'm telling her what not to do. Just don't touch Belle. If she's not going to do that, then I don't really care.
yeah, no, she's not gonna.
Just don't kill
Yeah, no.
anybody.
She's probably just going to starve over the winter. It's supremely not very good for flying under the radar to go biting people in the Nighthold.
Yeah, probably not.
Like, there's not a single, like, dragon amongst the hold who wouldn't wake up, like, maybe, like, early accidentally if she bites too hard, see these puncture wounds in their neck and not immediately think, the darkness has come for me. She's just not retarded enough to just take that risk.
You know, though, if she just, takes a break every couple of weeks and heads down here, there's a nice little village.
To reach. Maybe if they want an emblemite cleric, they're wandering around.
Yeah, she's nice.
She is. It would be a real shame if something had to happen to her.
No. Anyway, just her feeding habits are her problem. I'm gonna eat a nice juicy steak now. Recover some iron.
Hungry cast noises. All right, Tajana.
Finally. Okay.
Your turn. Sorry, yes. First of your winter rolls.
Okay, well,
The
I'm heading
travel
over
rolls
to-
were done.
Yes.
Let's see here. The first portion of the journey was done. Was that early time or half time?
That's I believe that starts with the 19.
Yep,
Going in a
alright.
straight line.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okie dokie then.
I forgot about the goblets.
Well,
Your
that's why
levels.
we made sure you hired some people to take you, so that
Yes.
anything bad happens, then it's fine.
Yep. Give me a. We shall summarize your conflict because you probably do end up bumping into like a horde of goblins and a couple hobgoblins. They are obviously way under your level, but they could inflict some harm on your journey.
One of them got massive milky mammoid.
Oh no. It was Terrence. Poor Terrence. He didn't need those. Just Terrence the goblin, can you milk me? Yeah, give me I assume you want to do. In fact, no, you tell me, what skill check would you like to use to represent dismantling a camp of goblins?
Probably charisma is my attacking stat.
I mean, more use a skill that you've got, I suppose. What, deception?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Sure, rock and roll.
Oof.
Woo. Okay. Let's see here if any member of your team incurs an injury. Huh? No, I said deception. That's perception. Your deception is way. What is the plus of your
9?
Okay.
So let's add 6 to that for 11.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. No one is in risk of death. It probably takes you the latter half of a day to dismantle the camp that's on the way. But you managed to guerrilla warfare it enough that you can make your way through without anyone perishing. How nice.
Cool.
Once you make it out
Guy
the woods.
itself to look like a honestly big goblin.
Just a big goblin. Big goblin with tits. Did you see what that big goblin did to poor Terrence?
That's great.
Yeah. All right. Then you can make it the rest of the way to the home of Queen Buzz. They are glad to see you arrive. At some point while you've been out adventuring, the ferry hold has brought over supplies for them, and you recognize like maybe one or two of the like trainers, work morning field usually, like running a couple of hornets through drills. Yeah, and it seems they're coming along well. Hey, would you like to roll to see how long it's going to take for that hold to get fighting fit?
Sure.
Give me 1d6 plus 6. About 9 months before there is a fighting fit force of like knight-worthy hornets.
Sounds right.
Like, they're all relatively strong fighters, but obviously none of them really do combat tactics in quite the same way. Like, they're broken up by caste into scout, warrior, vanguard, casters, etc. But like, that does not like an armed force make in particular. It's more skirmishers than anything. So they're being taught the NPC equivalent of teamwork feats so they can actually fight in a field.
I missed like the last 30 seconds because my headphones got unplugged.
They're training. It's going well for them.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. At which point you have turned up for the eggening.
Yes.
A couple of handmaidens are probably going to roll you over onto your back and take turns at you.
Okay. I promised the queen, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, they're warming you up.
Ah, got it.
Like, this cat can fit so much egg.
She's big and thick.
She's thick. This cat carries so much egg. And then, yeah. Would you like to give me a test to see how well you perform?
All right. Do I roll performance then?
Whatever you would like to roll for getting egged.
Like, if I could swing persuasion, I guess I'll do that.
No, I mean, your mouth would be busy for certain reasons, but...
Fair. Okay.
It's really hard to talk with a mouth full of Ove.
Let's call that
That
a
is
20.
a suitably good performance right there. That becomes a 20. Yep, your 15 gets a +5. They are greatly pleased with your rate of production. Good egg mare. At which point you then get to spend that portion of the winter downtime being pampered. Like, wives get treated really well in this fort, and although there are a couple of, like, members of the fairy trainers and stuff who are, try and keep you active so that you just not become as puddle chunk. For the most part, you don't. No one expects you to do anything. You just get to like sit around and eat and be pregnant.
And train ocarina, I guess.
Yeah, sure. You can play music as well. You want to give me another performance? We'll see how that training goes. If you like start doing tin whistle flute, it's not an easy process. Getting good at the ocarina.
No. I tried.
You tried. There'll be no additional bonuses for playing music to them as they train. But
A shame.
hey, it wasn't a 1.
Yeah.
Your buzz of light. Nah, Queen has other shit to deal with. And probably likes them a bit more. I don't know actually. What would you say Ace's type is? I thought it was the slender, bookish nerds.
Considering her prime wife, who is a paladin, I think she also just likes muscle babes.
That's true. Although I think her most successful breeder were library servants, wasn't it?
Yes.
She managed to like have some fucking top tier egos.
So
Yeah,
what we're
look,
saying is we should bring the bunny twins.
Yes. Listen, there are waifus for egg, and there are waifus to warm your bed at night. All right. There are waifus for all sorts of different situations, and the queen must know when to apply a certain waifu.
Mm-hmm.
But still, bunny twins, best of both worlds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how many eggs she could fit inside Ronnie, and how amazingly smart those hornets would be? They would be little
They'd be
wizards.
real intelligent. Yeah, no, like quite literally, she's got some hornetlings who grew up to be fantastic handmaidens in their own right, and some who grew up to be really good tenders of house, and a couple of wizards as well from the Thmirt ones. From you, she's probably going to have some kind of sorceress magic buzz.
Hornets are too powerful. They need to be.
Too
Hornets are
strong.
my favorite.
Little disguisey bees.
Little
Listen, we need to
disguising
stop
bees.
hornets.
Yes,
Spy
the hornets now have an intelligence service in a couple years.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like obviously she gets packed with like fucking 80 eggs or something, but like really only 4 kids are going to come of them.
Yeah. Still, bunch of kids.
Yeah, Her Majesty's Secret Service. With a license to throw. Oh, wait, no, license to drill, of course.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes, indeed.
Also, for Derek's over here getting pats.
Oh, yeah. So Derek's, of course, being tended to as only a noble knight is, and he's glad to as well see, like, Hornets training in the field as well, doing fairy stuff, because he was chilling out at a fairy hold for ages. He's probably quite used to seeing, like, morning drills being done.
Yeah, I'm sure he's happy to see fairies, and he'll get to see even more when we head over there.
Yep. Similarly, so Derek actually does have a functioning sheet with he does have attacks written down now that you are at a reasonable enough level. However, his are all made at disadvantage.
Could Sir Derek be trained as a paladin?
Could Sir Derek what? Sorry.
Nothing. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, no. Sir Derek's intelligence is not high enough to be a paladin. He's just incredibly well trained.
You don't need to have intelligence to be a paladin. You just need charisma.
I know you need the capability to understand things properly. Like, he doesn't recognize words; he recognizes the origin of sound.
Okay.
It's in 2.
Okay.
All right,
He can't become a. He is actually the demograph is not intelligent. It's too int. Just that he can't do an oath. He does
doesn't have the
literally
charisma
not
for it
understand
either.
it. Yeah.
But could he be a fighter?
Well, yeah, anyone could be a fighter. Don't be stupid.
He has the wisdom to be a druid.
Hey, wait. I'm a fighter.
You are, aren't you? Oh, yeah, no, he's an incredible fighter.
All right, well.
Yeah, it's like he is thick as shit, but so Derek is intuitive as a beast.
He's such a good boy.
He is, of course, as well, a very good boy. Okay, excellent. Let's see here. What else are you training up over the winter? Give you a chance to squeeze in another roll before we move on.
Let's see. At this point, I'm just mostly training proficiencies. Let's see. Towards the end, I might start. I'm gonna start sign language, but I don't know if that's gonna really do anything for.
I don't think it will result in any tests. No.
No.
It looks like you have a real easy downtime. You just get to be pregnant and get better and get stronger.
Yeah. I returned to
pregnant
my
and
party
bad.
a Renaissance cat.
A Renaissance cat. All right. Faunra.
Faunra is going to stay in King's Seat for a couple of days. And is going to go to the orphanages that are in the town. The two of them. One of them was one that she was picked up from.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll take Ronnie and Tiara with her.
Of course, they're both happy to go along. Ronnie as well is delighted to see the old place is still kicking.
And Faunra will make a generous donation to each of them to help them keep running and provide for the children.
Yeah.
We'll spend a few hours each day with the kids. Just,
Playing, hanging out.
yeah.
And you've got a Ronnie there, so you can be assured that it is proper bubbly play instead of stoic boon.
Right.
Let's see here. And yeah, you are given 2 gifts, one respectively from each orphanage, from a couple of orphan kids. My God, I can't remember the thing you got now.
On my character sheet on my under treasures.
Let's see here. That's right. You get a raggedy doll bunny that has been quickly stitched together by a tiefling girl who is missing a number of fingers on one of her hands with a chipped horn. She says her name is Aggie and that she wants to be a knight just like Faunra. And another one, the lucky lockpick pin, tarnished and burned on one side from a house fire. But the young boy says that it picked open the door that saved his life. He, of course, tells you that his name is Quickie. The matron will later inform you that his name is Greg. But he is a good boy.
They are both good. They're both good.
Of course.
I'll definitely assure that Aggie can definitely grow up to become a knight, just like Faunra, if she really wants.
Heck yeah. Right now she's, little tiny tiefling, gappy tooth, etc.
Right.
But that should not be a small tiefling for especially long. But she is certainly missing a lot of her childhood.
Poor thing. Perhaps I should inform. Okay, I know what I'm going to do when I get back to the vineyard.
I think Ronnie also knows what you're going to do when you get back to the vineyard, and she'll tell you that tiefling can't really do the whole hair thing. It would probably be not the best for her, and she'd get quite sick. But of course, from another night, they can obviously put in the good word with a different hold. The fairy would probably be glad to have them. Yeah, Ronnie is definitely not going to recommend a poor orphan to become a dragon knight because there are already way too many sad orphans to become dragon knights.
Hey, don't call me out like that.
Dude, you're like only the 8th orphan in your class.
Yeah, and Belle was the 7th. And,
Wow,
you know,
only
it's
8.
okay.
I'm surprised. I thought there'd be more.
Oh no, I was the
No.
8th in that class. There's still more
Oh,
after.
right,
Don't
in that
worry.
class. Yeah, okay.
yeah.
I'll have to put in a word for her to be sent to a different hold.
Yeah. Aggie still, of course, super look forward to. Gonna hack up all the baddies, and she hopes that the bunny doll helps you sleep and keeps watch over you in the night.
I'll keep it with me always.
Aww. And then, yeah, are you bringing Ronnie back with you to Hairhold?
Is it going to disrupt her apprenticeship to leave for the winter? Because I don't want to get in the way of that. As much as I want her to be at her hold end.
Oh, it's been so long since she's been in the hold. She'll come along. She doesn't mind. It puts a little bit of disrupt, but that just means she just has to work harder when she gets home. When she gets back to the dorms.
Okay, as long as you're sure.
Yep, absolutely, super sure.
All right. Let's see. Then I think that was the last of my business in King's Seat.
Cool.
And I guess I will also take a riverboat or charter someone else going up this way to go to the Hairhold.
No one's traveling particularly far upriver just like for the sake of travel. It's winter, but you are definitely able to charter a boat. You just there's no one just like, I'm just making my winter rounds up to Westmark again. No, most people are done traveling for the season. Yeah, you can just borrow a boat.
Or I could bunny up and just hop my way to the Hairhold.
You got Ronnie, don't you?
She could ride on.
I mean, and she could also bunny up.
Also
also a hat.
Ronnie want to do that?
I don't know.
And why would you not want to get a piggyback ride from your big sister, though?
That is also true. But Faunra would not be able to move at faster speed for the duration of a journey with carrying a passenger. Can't take advantage of lycanthropy quite like that.
I imagine Ronnie would have a difficult time giving a piggyback to Faunra.
Yeah, she'll bun up for like a couple of days journey instead.
Let's go.
All right. What does it look like when you go full boon?
Oh God. Well, what happens to the one's equipment when they do that? Does it just
It goes into you.
Or does it go into you?
It goes into you. Also, I think you actually get smaller somewhat as a hair. That's like a full bun.
Become, maybe.
Yeah, you become like a wolf-sized bun.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
You become more akin to a wolf-sized ravenous hare with front claws, sharp and back teeth, and then you can make the journey like that. The speed, I haven't written down the speed. It should be 40.
That's the same speed as what Faunra runs anyway. Yes.
Yeah, you can hop your way there. Ronnie is a smaller boon for sure in beast form, although her size technically goes up, even though yours goes down a bit. And yeah, you guys can hurry your way there. Travel roll still is needed though.
Okay.
Luckily, there are 3 of you because Tiara is going to fly along. So let's see here. Navigation, scouting, quartermaster.
All right. Let's see. Navigation. Tiara. Does Tiara have nature? She's
Tiara has deception, insight, investigation, perception, persuasion, sleight of hand, stealth, and survival. That is because
what does
she
Ronnie have?
oh god, she's a fucking wizard. She has a bunch of nerd shit.
Bunch of nerds.
Let's see here. She can do quarter mastery with a herbalism kit.
Okay, she can do that. She'll do that. Well,
Tiara can scout or navigate. Which do you want?
She'll navigate. Faunra's like is basically only good at the scouting.
Okay. Good luck. Not bad. Let's see if I roll high. Oh, I'm really high. You guys are fine.
All right. Okay, here we go. We only had to go 2 squares anyway, but still.
She succeeds so hard she wants to cook.
Oh dear. I mean, all right. Well, we'll see.
No. All right. She doesn't fail
Better
terribly.
than either of my cooking rolls.
Yeah. Nothing special out of the meal, but she did succeed at quarter mastering. So you guys make it then, no problem. You get
Faunra will enjoy it just because she's good.
Of course. Tiara will pant a little when it turns out that all that Rani knows how to make is a sandwich.
That's a
Good old PB&J.
Yep. Peanut bunny and jelly. And congratulations to Tiara. After spending time in the Hairhold, she actually has her fighter subclass. Hooray!
Just champion, but
yeah, I mean it's literally just I don't want to do too much extra work, so she's just a champion fighter. Guess that improved Chromical.
Oh, she does
it's
get a
basic
fight.
as fuck, but in a good way.
She does get a fighting style.
She was able to get that already. You don't get that as part of your subclass. So she had archery.
Yeah, okay.
She has archery, fighting style, and improved critical.
Which will get an ASI.
Yep.
That's 4th level, yeah.
Yeah, she's 4th level.
Yeah.
What did I put it into? I've done it. I just don't remember what.
Probably Dex.
Probably.
Oh,
Dex.
it was it was 1 point in Dex, another point skill. That's why she's got so many goddamn skilled. She put it into the thingy skill feat.
Skilled feat.
Yep. The get good.
Okay, and this when we get back to the Hairhold, we'll shift back down and go say hi to the Grandmaster.
Yeah. Of course, she will welcome you back warmly. Ariel has already managed to make it home. She would have gotten home, like a couple days before you guys?
Yeah, we
a couple days before him.
Did stay in King's Seat for a little bit longer.
Yep. Yep, she'll let you know that Ariel arrived, no problem, and is glad to see you.
That's good. I made sure to bring Ronnie along with me.
Yes, of course, and Ronnie will get plenty of head rubs because she's just very head patable.
She really is.
She'll also ask if there are any fun, embarrassing stories you can tell her about her daughter that Ariel didn't divulge.
Embarrassing stories?
Well, of course, a mother needs ammunition.
Mm-hmm. I don't think so. She's been a very good young knight. I can't think of anything like terribly embarrassing that she's done.
A little poofball tail does a little twitchy twitch. It's like, well, I am admittedly proud to hear that. But a little sad I don't have more munitions with which to tease my baby, though. Yeah. Let's see here. Are there any tests that you need to perform?
Tests?
Yep, any rolls?
Well, I do have to go down. I do have to report in at the vineyard. So I'm gonna go do that.
Sure, not a problem. At which point you get to meet the matron herself, who actually has art now.
I have to go to my order and tell the matron of all of my accomplishments and things that I've gotten up to.
Yep. Let's see here. Matron Mara will welcome you with open arms, a sturdy salute. She'll check you over and make sure that you are yet unblemished by the darkness before you are welcomed in as a sister.
Once Faunra's been welcomed back in, she will take out her. Oh, well, that didn't. Oh, okay. Oh, that's so weird. The blacked out map tiles are like on top of the tokens.
Yeah.
Yep. It's real strange that tokens don't go on top of Fog of War, and that you can't choose at least for them to go over stuff.
Anyway, who's this Hardy?
The Matron Mara of the Orchid.
Nice.
Well,
Faunra's boss and spiritual guide.
yes. Once Faunra has been welcomed in and proved that she has not been tainted, she will take a knee to Mara and will take out her sword and hold it up for her.
Excellent. With obvious glee, she will accept. Other priestesses will turn up, invite you into the fold. Give unto thee thine silk garments, as befitting an emblemite.
I'll change out of my armor.
Yep. Which they will as well note that it's seen its fair share of battle damage. Just a few nicks, dents. It hasn't seen a few dicks. Nicks, dents, and bruises. Crust of blood on the inner line, scorch marks. All very good signs as far as they're concerned.
I return scarred but unbroken. I have seen many battles, but I am glad to return and be deemed worthy of being let in again.
Of course. Then it is with pleasure that I welcome you back, and we would take your blade for consecration. You have returned whole.
I have some things for it, if you do not mind. I have collected a few additions I would like made to it.
Indeed. Tokens, emblems.
Faunra will take out an amethyst pommel jewel and the hair of a unicorn that she would like worked into the grip and the hilt, the pommel of her sword.
Very well. This should not be a trouble for us. Indeed, such a thing would be a pleasure. She will run a finger across the hair. Did you perchance get to meet this unicorn, or is this merely evidence of its witness?
Just evidence. But I know where it is, and I intend to go find it.
Indeed. I wish you luck.
I have one more. Proof of my deeds out in the field. Tokens and trophies taken from beasts most terrible.
Wonderful.
And she'll hold up and present a braided fetish, like a string of bones and bits from the various great beasts we've encountered. There'll be the broken tusk from one of the giant sharp bacon, as the hornets called them.
Yep, sharp bacon.
The blackened fang of a vampire wolf. A piece of the beak from the storm beast. And it will be linked together with the lock of hair from the Death Knight, and tied at the bottom with a few strings of shadow from the Shadow Monster.
Huh. This is an interesting collection. It would seem the forces of darkness have met their match with you and your companions.
There have been many hard-fought wins.
Most excellent. At which point she will pluck out one of her own hairs and tie it into the fetish for you. A symbol of good luck.
I am honored.
Let's see. Okay. And yeah, otherwise they will see to your weapon improvements, your armor improvements too, consecrations. There is a lovely ritual. You get to spend a lot of time having lovely baths, which is quite nice.
Oh, that is nice.
Of course. I mean, maybe the Sisters of the Orchid, but it's still on Embla House.
Yes.
You know that they happen to have hot baths and the means with which one can entertain themselves. Yeah. Do any of your downtime actions require rolls?
My downtime actions? I just have all, other than the armored stuff and weapon, I have just like skill training. Like
Cool.
one thing of skill training, and then the rest is just like I'm just going to spend a lot of all the rest of my time with Ronnie and Tiara and helping to train squires and acolytes.
Cool. Not a problem. Then Hedrah,
Yes.
it is your turn. Now to speak here.
Okay.
Yeah. Your downtime actions. Where art thou headed?
Well, I'm not headed any fucking where because I have a meeting in Kingsley later on this week.
That's a good point. It would be super rude of you to set that meeting up with someone who's really busy and then fuck off to the very heart.
Exactly. It's exactly 6 days away. So it gives me time to start researching for, the armaments of light,
Cool.
clothes and shit.
Yeah. All right. So, let us quickly get through the research roll, and then you're meeting with Councilman Belrin. All right. What would you like to roll for your research skill?
Well, it would be either investigation, history.
Sure, go for it. Whichever one you think makes the most sense to you, make the roll. You should get some information depending on results, etc.
Probably it's gonna go to shit. Because Ronnie left King Seat. The one with the highest everything that was supposed to research.
What was she supposed to research?
The Arms of Light. Since she was gonna be in King Seat with Dream Sand and all that stuff back and forth.
I mean, that was an
We had
idea I had
information.
proposed, but
Yeah,
I was
that's
convinced.
what literally I thought was gonna happen. And like, I'm taking this kid and fucking up. It's like, okay then, guess that's not gonna happen.
It will. It would. It will happen.
Oh, she's gone.
It will happen. Let me finish. Fuck. After the downtime, and when we get information from the Grandmasters, supposedly.
Yep, they have their own investigations to roll, various ones.
Failing that, I'll ask Ronnie to spend some time, if she can afford it, of course, to do some research for us on the side. Or maybe if she can just do it anyway. But no, only if it doesn't impact her own studies, because she's already very busy.
Inspector Bob on the case.
Yes, surprisingly strong fucking roll.
I only had a 1.
Yeah, that's actually, you hit the DC for it. So ask me a question about an Arm of Light. The available Arms of Light to you are the Collar of Command, the Heart of Justice, the Cloak of Warmth, the Quiver of Hope, and the Shield of Life.
Okay. Bob just looks at the fucking names and thinks like, which would my commerce even suggest that I would think about? Probably the cult, and it's the fucking Heart of Justice.
You want the heart? You want information on the Heart of Justice? Okay. What would you
Yeah,
like to know about
I'm
the
just
Heart of
looking.
Justice?
Yeah, like last known possible location. That's pretty much it. Well, possible location for it.
The location of the Heart of Justice. Okay. As expected, there's no clear answer throughout your investigations. However, there are a number of leads. As you might expect, there is a record of a knight who went to a field of battle alongside some peasants who had been struggling with a town under siege from various, it would appear to be orcish raiders from the swamps. While he stood fast, he thought himself slain, dropped down into the marshes. When he came back up for air, the world had frozen still, and he beheld a beating heart. In that moment, when he stood tall again, both he and, as time resumed, the peasants around him were renewed with fresh vigor and charged down the orcish hordes, slaying them to the man. Despite looking around for sources of this heart afterwards, the knight had no success. It could find the source of this event or this casting, and had assumed it to be divine intervention instead of the work of an artifact.
Hum.
Let me see here. I will add this one to your map. You're actually collecting quite a few dots now in the southwest. That's battlefield. See nameplate. Save. Shrink. Move out of the GM layer. Oh. Let me just do a solid and reveal more of that area just so you can actually fucking read it. There you go. I take it that could be read by everyone.
Yes.
Let me make a note for you. Let's see. Add handout. Justice. Shall put that in the objectives section. And let's see here. Roll me D2. We'll see what other lead you turned up. Okay then. There is supposedly an old dead duke whose manse has been regarded as the Heartcrafter's home. And that will be... Where are my lines? There's my lines. Bring you out, GM layer, token layer. Heartcrafter's home. Nameplate. See. Save. Get down a smidge. There. And we'll reveal a little bit extra so that aim can be seen. Little janky reveal there. That is up here in this corner.
Hey, look, that's real. That's pretty close to where Galehout's thing is.
Yeah,
There you go.
and if you look down the southwest, we have
There's all sorts. You have a visitation near a war site of the Lance, near the Hives of Great Beasts, near the Mimic Dungeon and the Burned Corpse Terrace, as it is now known. And then to the north and west, there is Heartcrafter's Home, another lead for the Heart of Justice, right near the site of Galeholt's Falling.
And the mine, I think they said there was a problem or something there. Is that what that gem merchant said something about it? Or is it just that it was...
No, just that's where the mines are.
Oh, okay.
Westmark Mines. So I have to think like I don't think I have notes on anything bad happening in Westmark Mines. Let's see here. Okay. Although that was already a roll, is there anything else that you would like to roll for your downtime, Hedrah? Otherwise, we will quickly do your discussion with Councilman Belrin, and then swoops back over to Ariel.
Well,
Yo, don't
just
give me a stray.
checking the. Let's see. The Werehare is a fair distance away, so they have a teleport.
Yeah, you
right?
can teleport if you'd like. Technically, the Hare has a teleport as well. They just don't use it for Journey from King's Seat unless it's an emergency, because it's just like a couple of days by boat. Ferry, quite a bit further off.
Same
Sorry,
with
onto Hallie and
Forest.
then Ariel. Yeah, my brain.
I unfortunately couldn't teleport to the Queen Buzz.
Yep.
There's the Queen Bus.
Cocoa. I want get me some cocoa while you're up, please, Stray.
The Hornet Hive.
Oh, there.
Thank you. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
teleport to Freya when you do your next test. Would you like to just jump ahead to Belrun instead and save any other rolls for later?
Well, the rest is just. I don't really have roles
Oh,
to
it's
do
just
as
skill
they
training.
are just. Yeah, skill and
Okay.
retraining.
All right then, Councilman
Retraining,
Bell. Yep.
which I can already start while the shit is going on here.
That's not a problem. Okay, so Councilman Belrun, when you return to the bastion at the center of King's Seat, it's still pretty busy. I mean, this city itself doesn't exactly like shut up and stop for the winter. Like, it's plenty active. There are extra like bonfires and stoves out. Plenty more people selling hot drinks on the streets than usual. But otherwise, same old, same old. Entering the bastion itself is no different. There is a capacity for like magically heating the whole building, but such a resource is quite a drain on the assorted wizards, especially those amongst the council themselves. So they don't tend to do it unless it's a proper cold snap. So it's a chilly day in the bastion. Let's see here. Yeah, a squire would come to meet, not a squire, scribe would come to meet you. Hello there. Are you Sir Bob? You have a meeting with the councilman this evening?
Yes.
Excellent. Please, yeah, I understand that it has probably been quite a long wait for a noble sir such as yourself, but there has been a lot of talks in regards to visitors coming from the east, and it's keeping us very busy. The jungles themselves do not apparently stop for the winter, although they are a little bit distressed that some of the visiting traders have had a hard time getting here, except exclusively by river. He will smile by way of apology.
It just keeps looking at him. Okay.
Yes, very well. I should take you to the councilman now.
Very well.
Yeah. When you reach, it would appear to be like an office door. It's like a rich oak wood lacquered. Someone has put a bronze placard on the front. And although you would have expected it to be like polished and shiny, it looks like the placard itself has been left to be met by ages as they pass, and a rich patina has developed upon it instead. But you can still make out the name on it. It says House Belrun.
Okay. Oh, right. Research. Oh, I can do the roll afterwards.
Yep.
No, it's just on me. It's probably the wine popping up my brain.
It's okay. Wine and cheese sounds good, although right now I'm in no condition to consume wine. It would fucking crush my brain pan already.
More than it already is.
Bleh.
Oh yeah, it's
More
just
water?
a nice picante Chardonnay.
I'm not really a big white consumer myself. I prefer red.
Oh, it goes really well with these cheese. So
Fair.
normally I'm a red type of woman, but
Indeed, I shall take word for it. Alas, white just doesn't sit well in my stomach. But yeah. As you enter, the smell of like books, papers, and ink is strong in your nose. It's like walking into an accountant's study. Because essentially you are walking into an accountant's study. A great number of the ledgers you can see that have been like slid up into books appear to be volumes of like accounts reconciliation going back for like a couple of years almost. Although the desk of Councilman Belron itself has been kept meticulously clean, as you approach, the scribe will give you a little bow and leave after introducing you as Sir Bob. And a looks like he's in his late 50s or so. He's got those I stare at paper all day wrinkles, like pretty strong underneath his eyes, and natural bags that sink quite sallow. And he is sipping from a warm cup of tea. He would gesture as well that there is a small stove next to his desk. Greetings, Sir Bob. I have tea if you would be interested in it. There should be cups underneath the stove.
yeah, greetings and thank you. Will be most delighted.
Yeah. And Bob, you
just,
recognize this man.
Mhm.
He does not appear to recognize you, however. Instead, just sort of sipping from his drink, and will wait for you to pour yourself a cup of tea and settle down.
Where do I recognize this man from then?
You will have seen him at a gala before in the past. A grumpy businessman at the best of times, but relatively capable as far as social niceties are concerned. Almost peaceful.
It has a nice little stove there. Get on a small water boiler and start preparing some my night tea.
Cool.
Night tea.
Yeah,
well.
sip and wait. More cocoa. Good.
Nice.
Yes. So, Sir Bob, I confess. Damn, I mean, cold cocoa is fine sometimes. So just mix it with some cream, froth it up on ice, and have it yogurt style.
Warm milk.
Warm milk. Yes. I confess, Sir Bob, that I'm not used to knights coming here for, I suppose, curiosities in regards to my particular area of expertise. Please, how might I assist you?
Well, mostly it came to the attention of me and some of my acquaintance that the north, yes, you can start groaning.
No need to groan. This
There
is
is-
my job.
Yes. There seems to be some sort of metal that they're using that is beyond anything we have that isn't infused with magic.
Yes, there is record of this metal. There are a number of issues in its utilization, unfortunately, and it has been found not applicable to our needs. You can see
No,
he'll
no,
reach beneath his desk and pull up pulls up a little sort of sheaf of parchments, and we'll pick through them. I'm sure I have a number of those reports here. What is it you wanted to know about this metal?
well, why the issues, what issues, and for example, why it hasn't been used in, even if it's not towards the masses, why not equip some of our more elite or the upper echelon with it?
Simply put, even the above of the above is a difficult demand for such a small supply. And let us face it, our Grand Masters, for instance, all have particularly powerful, potent weapons of their own, and no otherwise desires to have it, but you introduce like a weapon or tool of some kind, and eventually more people will want it, but then they can't get it, and then they'll go to the north directly. He'll shrug his shoulders. I don't know the exact reason for why it was found unfit for purpose, but I believe it is indeed down to supply and demand.
Yes, but that's mostly what I was wondering of, like, what the reason? Where's the papers on the issues with it? Because we came across somebody from the north that had some, and
Must have been quite an important fellow then, I suppose.
well, probably
Yes, I
really
believe
good
there are
singer.
records, although most of them will be, well, held up in filing. I only have copies here myself. If you're looking for samples of these weapons, I'm afraid we don't keep any of those around here. Or perhaps we do, and his brow furrows. I wouldn't know where they are, though, in that case, but I could put in an inquiry for you.
Yes, I would like to see the reasoning behind it. From the demonstration of what we could see ourselves, it's what's beyond anything we have, naturally.
Of course. Let us see here. I can make those inquiries for you. Do you have an address of postage then? I'm sure I can get some report copies sent out to you.
Yes, you can. During this winter, you can find me at the ferry hall.
That makes a lot of sense. That was to Sir Bob, yes, in name. I take it are there multiple Sir Bobs, just to be sure that I'm not, end up in a different Sir Bob's hands, and then I get blamed, of course.
No, I'm the only Sir Bob there.
Very well, then. If you could give me a copy of your signature, I will hang on to that for postage receipt. He'll pull out a... it's probably not paper, but like an actual piece of... pressure card where... the old school version of checkbook copying where you write on a piece of paper and there's paper underneath it that keeps a dent. It looks like a piece of paper on top of some very soft card that does the same job.
Oh, yeah, yes.
And just slide that over to you. If you could put a signature in there, then when messenger comes to deliver the papers and you sign for them, then we can check copy of receipting. I am very particular, and he will gesture at his walls of book.
I understand. Also, just as Bob's, I just scanned the books there. That's quicker there, and then before I start writing, though you're so meticulous, I'm surprised that book over there is upside down. Start writing out my signature.
No, you see, that is because they're from the East. Their business is actually kept all upside down, don't you know?
That's very interesting. So I write upside down?
No, I'm obviously kidding. He will sigh and get up from his desk, and now that you've made it aware to him, he's just gonna have a fucking OCD fit unless he flips it back over.
Hmm.
Going to have that scribe caned if he does that again. It drives me to distraction, and he knows it. He sighs and shakes his head once it's settled again, and then you can see he's been tugging at his collar before he forces himself to relax and return to sipping tea.
Yeah, I just look at the way he walks. Just a second.
You can tell by the way I use my walk. You can tell that he's a woman's man.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's something to make a note of. But just making sure that I remember it, so I can say something afterwards.
Sure. Intelligence, I guess, if you want to try and commit their like walking mannerisms to memory.
It's not the walking mannerism. It's just compared to the knowledge I have from before.
Then an intelligence regardless, just for recollection. It's not like you know of him, but okay. Yeah, sure. Same dude. Obviously, he's
Okay.
walking a little heavier than he used to because age has befallen him.
And given the fact that I'm shit with names, it was
Belrun of House Belrun.
House Belrun. Oh, Belran.
Yep.
Very interesting. Something. Just leave a surprisingly fucking flourishly written Sir Bob.
I'm amazed that you can put that much flourish on Sir Bob.
Well, yeah, like. I could when I had my left hand properly. It was calligraphy, like
Ah. Right. I'm fucking garbage at calligraphy. And now after spending so much time typing, I can't even fucking handwrite properly anymore. It's a skill that you
yeah.
actually
Here's the
you just
thing,
lose.
When I was in school, we used ink pens.
Weird.
Yeah,
I know, right?
I'm
Anyway.
ancient. So, yeah.
In the interest of us not being here ad eternum, is there anything else that you request of Councilman Belrun? Otherwise, your meeting will come to a close after your cups of tea finish, and there will be other meetings waiting. Hopefully, I've only got 2 more before the day is done.
Yeah. I just wish him a pleasant day as much as it can be. And say that even if he has grown older, the Charlene step in his foot is still as strong as ever. Charlene dance.
Huh.
Just leave.
Yeah, as you leave, I'm gonna make a fucking test to see if you just being cocky has rumbled you. Yay, at last. Alright. You did this to yourself.
Yes, I have to. I have to make shit interesting somehow.
Yeah. That will be something you get at some point during the winter, and then otherwise you've got skill training. Hallie, Moo! Where's my cocoa?
You're in England. It takes a while.
Oh, okay. It's just still not here yet.
Like if you, jokes aside, if you literally want cocoa, I can
Oh
send
no,
you
I've
cocoa.
literally got some.
Yeah, I'm just they delivered it, but they didn't deliver it in that little tray thing, which means they had their hands all over it, which means I have to wipe it down. And I'm waiting for, like, there's a little cork thing in it, but I'm still not going to put my lips on that until the alcohol I rubbed it down with dries off.
That makes sense.
I just got my first dose of the vaccine. I don't want to get sick.
Yeah. That would be inconvenient. One second, I got distracted about some commission things.
Don't worry, I'm gonna do ascending to Tristan.
Cool.
Batman.
Sorry about that.
That's the 70s.
I used to watch that one. It was the only one that my dad would let me.
The animated is the cooler
Oh, I know. My uncle.
instrument. No, I was talking to Savin.
Well, regardless, before we go on the Batman tangent, please, I'm being crushed by my own headache here. It's killing me now. Hallie, you have a delightful winter in store for you in the comfort of Hoof's Reach. Do you stop by at the Dragonhold first, or do you just go like straight there from King's 8?
Well, I imagine Hallie just travels with Tristy, and then Tristy pops off north, and then she continues on.
And you stay on it. Okay, cool. In which case, yeah, you see those guys off before they continue onwards.
Well, we teleported, so yeah, you teleport to Dragonholm, then just can fuck off.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. You would have, in fact, you could have, done the Dragonhold teleport and then a much shorter journey to Hoof's Reach.
importations, got it. So I have a manticore and a horse that's literally on fire with me. So for travel rolls, what am I doing?
What roll out of a travel roll would you like? You've only got to go as far as what? 72 miles.
I guess survival as advantage.
What are you getting advantage from? Because you're traveling with like, are you traveling with extra people? Because you need to perform travel rolls, or are you going to try and wing it with just two of you making rolls and relying on Smart Horse?
I guess 2 rolls then.
Okay. Which part of a travel check would you like to roll? Navigation, scouting, or quartermaster? Miranda will take up the slack of another one.
I think the only thing I can do is scouting.
Okay. Give me a roll. Miranda will make a navigation roll, and you're going to opt to fail a quartermastery roll.
Just eat my rations that I have.
Yep, you can just double down.
Hang on. Chemical goods, rules, travel checks.
Oh, well, look at you go, Miranda.
Scouting is... Oh my god, scouting is athletics as well?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we've been using. Oof.
Oh.
Moo. Alright. Let's see here. So you're not going to be ignoring any speed penalties for the winter weather, such as it be. So it takes you 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably like 4.5, maybe 5 days. I'd say 4.5.
Just bus into her family's farmhouse. It's so freaking cold!
At which point you were then carefully tackled with affection.
All right.
And the family welcomes you in their entirety. Or, the majority of the entirety would appear. Your naturalist brother is checking out what appears to be a species of flower that only buds during the winter, somewhere north of here.
He's just slab squatting. Yes, excellent.
Yep.
All right. Mom, Dad, hi. Dad, look what I got happened to your mace.
He will look suitably impressed that the fist has grown ever hencher. And he attempts to congratulate you on improvements to the fist before you are instead whisked away to consume far too much pie.
Yes. I'd
He wants to
introduce
he wants to congratulate you on your mace, but instead he congratulates you at your belly bump.
Yep.
I'd introduce you to Miranda, but I think you already met.
He will nod in amusement. But Miranda will exchange a fist bump with him. And probably join in for pie consumption.
All right. Well, for Hallie's downtime, she's going to be training in athletics and perception. Yeah, athletics and perception.
Nice. Is there anything that
Side-
you've got to actually roll for?
No. Aside from that, Hallie is over the winter going to give birth to 2 little bat cats.
Indeed. Which, of course, results in a great deal of delight in Hoof's Reach. They are born happy and healthy.
So, Hallie will ask if if Ralu had any names in mind, but she really had a name for one at least.
Go right ahead.
I want to name one Gale.
Very well. I shall name this other one Storm. Very fitting. Of course, your reference for Gale is entirely different, but, she is, as ever, she's a Wayland Paladin. So she finds the concept of something being named Gale to be appropriately apt and badass.
All right. Is there anything I need to know about anything that comes up over the time in Hoof's Reach, or?
Miranda will check that would you be okay taking the tea? I suppose I don't really want to get my partner pregnant again once winter is done. That would be awkward.
Well, normally I would, but I've been assigned a holy quest, so while this was a happy accident, I can't exactly spend the rest of the quest pregnant.
Understandable. I'm sure
I'm
your
just going.
companions will miss the extra milk, though.
Oh well. And Hallie's just going to requisition bags and bags of her mom's tea.
Yep.
Speaking of which, is Mom pregnant again?
Yeah, she is pregnante. Now that it would appear that one of your siblings has actually moved out, she's like, well, obviously we need to, stock the numbers back up, and she has gotten pregnant.
My God. Riker finally hook up with that nice girl.
2 nice girls, actually.
Ooh.
And she had a sister. I never knew.
He always did have certain je ne sais quoi.
Patrician tastes.
Here, Savin, let me post all my siblings' names.
Oh God.
But there's so many.
There you go. Hildegard, Mia, Sophia, Hannah, Amelia, Clara Marie, Mila, Joanna.
Jesus.
Max, Liam, Felix, Riker, and Leon. And yes, it would appear that Riker has moved out to someone else's sort of farmland, got hitched to someone who also has then turned it into a threesome with his sister. Good for him. But obviously that means mother has to be pregnant again because you just can't have less children in the house. It would get too quiet.
That makes sense. Also, Hallie's obviously going to spend the winter that she's not doing training or watching over her kids, doting on all of her siblings and her family.
Of course. And they will be happy to dote on you back because you are still the smallest, Mo. And which means they're, of course, all very concerned about you all the time. Even though you're so big and strong. You are big of heart, but small of me.
I imagine Dad was very it's a slight Minotaur prejudice, but I imagine Dad was very happy that Hallie found a mate who was literally 9 foot, 6 foot, 9 foot.
Yeah, it's obviously it's to balance out the averages. You pick them right. That's how that's done.
She's huge. She must have huge mitts to tear.
Yes, to rip and tear. And to pet and stroke. I should put in the token for the Blood Lily, Mara's sister. Although I've shown it off before, I've certainly not shown it off on stream before. Let's just pop it there. Token layer.
Who dis?
This is the sister of the Blood Lily matron. This one wants Ariel seed.
And
That's
I
the
have
one she wants me to Redfield with.
Yeah.
And I have only one other thing to do.
Continue the bloodline.
Continue the bloodline. My sister, she's going to get a cat and call it Albert Whiskers, please.
Do it, Ariel. For the good of the realm, you must sow your noble seed.
But I have
Sorry.
one thing I need to do before we leave.
Of course.
So Hallie is going to look up her bestest friend in the whole wide world, Katea.
Excellent.
Gesundheit.
That's probably the joke that always gets made. Yeah. In what way would you like to look them up?
Hallie's going to, go over to their ranch house, knock on the door.
All right. There is a knocker. Door swings open.
Hallie's going to, who enters the door?
The door just, of course, swings open dramatically.
All right, Hallie will step to the threshold and carefully close the door behind her. Katea?
So, tell me about Katea. Or tell everyone about Katea.
Katea is Hallie's oldest friend. She's a centaur. They grew up together and had all sorts of really fun, sexy adventures together. And then all of a sudden, Katea stopped when she married a weirdo.
Mm-hmm. As the door shuts behind you before it can, let all the warmth out, you are... Well, it's quite dim light inside the barn, and your eyes take a moment to adjust as dark vision attempts to kick in. Before instead the warm glow of a couple of braziers fills the barn, on which you can see that someone has placed like one of those stone set ovens on top of a brazier so that it's like baking some food. Sorry, even dark vision. I mean, just in general, like just the ability to see in the dark
Got it.
that people have. I forget that that's just a thing. That's just that is an ability, is to have real ass dark vision. I just mean before your eyes can get used to how dim it is, the room lights up. Yes, sorry. There are braziers, and you can see it. There are these like little stone platters that have been placed upon them. for baking delicious foods. Currently, right now, looks to be some kind of oat-centric meal.
Hello?
Hello, Holly. Just 1 second, please.
Which voice is this?
Kata.
Okay.
And then she steps out, sort of like tugging a shirt back on, and you can see just the briefest glimpse that she's got some really fucking sweet piercings now.
Hey, when'd you get those?
Oh, like 3 months ago. She sort of pulls her top back up again. You can see that she's got some rings with slender chain running between them. She'll put her shirt back down again. Sorry about that. I was getting changed, and I heard you got back. And I just got out of bed like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, you should super duper come over. I got mistress now? Mate, I'm not exactly sure how it works with manticores.
And as far as meat, is this like meat and then she does lewd hand gestures, or meat as in like actually say hello and stuff?
Both?
Let's start with hello and stuff.
Where's raspberries? Taste of raspberries, sorry. It's hard to remember. Wait, or is it smells of No, it's taste of raspberries because you had me lick her for like an hour. She doesn't taste like raspberries.
I mean, no, she tastes like pussy, of course, but you know. I think I've left her a bit tuckered out. And she'll like look, and you look at the barn room. Oh, what was that ding dong? Some DC.
We lost Akina.
We lost Akina. No.
Kinathis,
They back. Yeah. She'll gesture like there's obviously like a separating portion of the barn, like kitchen, living space.
Oh, I suppose 18 inches can take it out of you if you're not a centaur or minotaur.
Yeah. And she has
Wait,
yeah.
is
She says she got out of bed like 5 minutes ago. She probably was not actually sleeping in bed 5 minutes ago.
wait, is her name still Raspberries?
I haven't checked actually in like a week.
Oh, okay. Because when you first introduced us, you said she said that she was the shape of rain, but that's not true.
No, of course not. And she'll like clop over to the room. And yeah, can you describe raspberries as she coaxes the sleeping figure out of like a fucking bed of hay?
Well, Hallie has no idea what she is, but uh, when described, she's an extremely ethereal figure with like hair that just seems to float like it was underwater, eyes that glimmer like starlight, and every so often her hair and skin color will change. Well, Hallie has no idea what she is, other than that she's some type of fae, but not a fairy or a pixie.
Yep. Welcome back as well to you. Is
Did
this-
everyone crash?
Nope.
No.
No, my computer crashed, so I'm restarting it. I'm just on my phone
Oh,
for now.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. She gestures to this sleeping figure. Honey, what are you going by at the moment? And then there is a moment's pause. Honey in the morning. That's why. Oh, right. That's why I've been calling her Honey. Honey in the morning right now. And then there is a figure. You can see that her flowing hair appears to have captured a very golden honey appearance. And although her wispy starlight eyes are very much the same, there is a rising sun quality to them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hello again. It has been so long. How have you fared? Or has it been so long? I lose track.
I've been good. It's been a few months. I don't know. I've been really busy. Got sent
Fair
on
enough.
a quest and everything. Got collared by a manticore. All sorts of
Mhm.
stuff.
Very nice. Oh, I saw that manticore around, I think, a couple of weeks ago, maybe. I said hello, but she said I was making strange noises. And then when she shifts and moves, you can actually hear her slosh as a result of spending the morning with Katea.
Oh. Well, guess
Lays out like lazily across the edge of the barn's door.
I guess that means you don't want to make out under Katea again. Next time.
Another time. Are you here for the whole winter?
Yes.
Excellent. Uh, you'll have to come by again once I've had a moment to work all this off.
Oh, since this is your name again, since this is your name now, here. And she'll hand over one of her vials of hornet honey.
Oh, delicious. I will have to wait for the morning. And her eyes will glitter again at a joke that really only she probably understands.
Oakley pokely. Well, you can go back to sleep now. I'm just gonna catch up with Katea, and then I gotta go back to the house.
She gives you a gracious little wave and then just sort of slumps, and then you hear a flopping noise and more squelching. Katea clears her throat. Yeah, we were sleeping, you know.
I remember.
And yeah, she'll join you along for meeting with Miranda. All right, let's do that rotator because I'm so tapped. Ariel, any more rolls that you need to make?
I don't know about roll. Well, actually, I do need to make a charisma roll for creating the gift for Jen.
Okay.
They're coming for
That's fine. Oh wait, can you hear the roses outside? Oh, my bad.
Oh, that was on your end. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was my end.
Oh,
I thought that was Ariel.
Nope.
me too.
Nope, those weeaboos were my side.
Other than that, I do want to talk to the mother about like the Caliban history thing or whatever, and see what she makes about the offer I've received.
Sure. That might be something that is saved for next session when I have the wherewithal to roleplay for much longer.
Okay then, because it's mostly like roleplay stuff I want to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And we're just going to try and get through the meat of it so that next session can be roleplay and then out into the weird, wild world with new leads to chase up.
Okay then. So yeah, just the charisma roll thing for crafting the smoke pipe, but I'll do that later on once I'm back in roll 20.
Okie poke. Okay. Savin, you're just doing skill testing now?
I don't have any more rolls to make, but I have some crafting stuff to
Sure.
do.
Craft away.
All right. First of all, I'm going to make a melt down one of the cold iron scythes we got, masterwork it, silver it, and I will give that to Cass.
Excellent.
65 GPs for me. And then I'm going to try and melt down the cold iron silver spiked mace, and then I will masterwork it and reforge it into a rapier and present that to Belle. So they're basically getting the same weapon. I'll customize them for each girl as you do. Castles will be all goth, and Belle's will probably have like musical notes scribed into the blade. But mechanically, looks like they're actually going to be the same thing.
Sure. I shall call both of them Tristan's gift.
Oh.
Let's see here. It's Tristan's gift. In fact, I already had that written out on Cass's. Masterwork, cold iron, silvered. And where did I lose you, Isabel?
So
Alright, yeah, you're under
that's
important characters. I don't know why I was looking at rivals. I'm like, she's not a rival. I'm not that mean.
So that's 13 days. Then I have 7 days to implant Nimue's Soulstone back into her ceremonial plate.
Yeah.
Give myself once per rest to get out of jail free card. And then let's see. We have a unit of Shadow Fur, Shadow Hide, and Solid Shadow. And since we have a artisan here at the Hold who's proficient in dealing with arms of darkness and making them not make people insane,
Yep.
I'm going to give that to him and see if I can get something crafted.
Sure. What would that be?
Fur, hide, and solid shadow seems like a cloak to me, or a cape, or something of that description.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me.
So, what can he turn that into?
He could turn it into a light armor,
Ew.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the whole list. Light armor, a cloak, as you might indeed expect, a scarf, and or a belt.
Well, I think we're gonna go with a cloak because I don't have a cloak yet. That's cool, and let's be honest, I need one as a vampire, so that's just how it has to be.
A shadow cloak is very, very vampiric. It's true.
It's how it's got to be. No, I'm not getting a weeb scarf. Weebs are my other characters.
They kind of are, aren't they?
Yeah, they're literally weebs.
That's weird. Why didn't Isabel's name turn up in her card? Where the fuck is that? Show name in card. I can't see it. I'm so blind. Show add character name templates on. There it is. It was a drop down.
Yeah.
Shadow to edge bat. There you go. So let Isabel. Right, masterwork, called iron silver. Excellent. And with the +1 to hit, attack, dex +1, prof. Ooh, and I've left on bless like a chungo. Although she probably is a regular bless user via the magic of some scrolls. I know, staggering. Cool. Yeah, let's see here. Would you kindly roll for me 1d6?
3.
Okay. Can you recall the CR of that thing? I can.
This is made from like 3 different creatures, so no. I know the fucking solid shadow one was CR 17, I think.
No, the Amalgos was CR 18.
8.
I mean, technically it was 21, but then I nerfed it a smidge.
Yeah. Okay. So it was very high, and then the other shadow came from something we fought when we were like level 4.
Okay.
So probably like CR 10 on the outside.
Sure. Okay. Where the fuck? Not those. Not those. Here we go. Okay. What did you get as a number? 3. Cool. All right. D100.
Okie dokie. 67. Damn it!
You were so close.
I was so close to getting the giant horse cock cave. God damn it. Oh well.
Okay. There you go. The Cloak of Obscurance.
Hmm. Nice. I'll take that.
Not quite as strong as All the Time Blur, but pretty good. There is still a test versus Corruption because it is still an Arm of Darkness.
All right. Let's see. That seems fun. Do I get any bonuses since this is, you know, something crafted by the actual Nighthold? Maybe they're slightly less shit than I am at making Arms of Darkness.
It's more that you just, when you make it, it's more difficult for you to deal with it. I don't think you've ever made one though, so you don't have anything to really compare that to.
Yeah, I've had an Arm of Darkness made before. I didn't use it because it was shit though.
But
yeah, okay, here we go.
Yeah. Give it a go.
Well, wish I had my inspiration, but alas.
Nope, bullied it out of you.
Alright. 14.
Okay. Give me that a moment. You already got some mania, haven't you?
I don't have any mania. I did get 1 corruption point, quote unquote. I didn't do anything.
No. Okay. Let's see here. I can't use those. All right, roll me a d50.
Okay. 25. Man, right in the middle.
All right. You are developing a phobia. I struggle to say it correctly. Automatophobia.
Oh, that's so sad.
You get stressed out whenever you have to lie to another human.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, what? I thought that was fear of automation. Alright, well, that's fine then.
Well, that was the fear of, like, dolls and, like,
Yeah.
dummies and...
That was
Yeah.
what I thought.
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah, it
the
is.
fear of
Yeah.
human-like figures, such as mannequins or wax
Oh,
figures.
okay.
Because
Statues,
Markiplier,
dummies, animatronics, or robots.
yeah, Markiplier goes on and on about it.
Oh, then what's the one for being stressed out at human interaction?
That's just Tristan's normal existence. What do you mean?
Agoraphobia?
No, that's it, going outside.
I thought that was just open spaces.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see.
It would be so sad if Tris made a bunch of golems and then developed golem.
And now is afraid of them.
Oh no.
Like, I get it. I get really deep Uncanny Valley when it comes to like mascots and stuff like that. I hate them, and I hate clowns.
Well, everyone
I
does.
mean, hating clowns is just perfectly reasonable. It's not a phobia.
For
That's
my- My entirely unreasonable phobia is fear of hypodermic needles. I was actually proud of myself when I got my first shot that I didn't pass out. Last time I passed out in the parking lot, and my stepdad had to catch me before I bonked my head against the pavement.
Oof.
Okay. That is currently an issue that you have developing.
Okay.
Stretched
Well,
out when you attempt to lie to another human or human appearing figures, they have advantage to insight checks against you.
okay. Well, that's not so bad. Put that in my traits here. It's Insight. All right. Did I need to pay any like money for that to get crafted, or is that just sort of a night thing?
I believe there is a flat charge. I'd have to check the book. Shipwrecks, adventure guide. Magic items.
Feel like it might have been like 100 gold or something.
Yeah. 150 to buy, 75 to sell. This isn't a buy, so I'll make it just 75 as an at-cost production.
Okay.
And Nighthold is the only place one could do that, and only with Arms of Darkness. Very illegal to do it with any other type of magical stuff.
Yep.
Because, you know, the Eternal King is aware that that can break an economy. Fucking adventurers, am I right?
It's not an unreasonable position to take. All right. Well, we also have, since I have 10 days of crafting left, a gooey beak, fin, and heart. Does the crafts dude think he can make anything valuable from that?
The beak, possibly, but the rest probably better used as ingredients for weapon, like consumable weapons. So you can make a really
Makes
rad
sense.
gooey bomb. You should probably hang on to that though for Jessie, because that's what her winter downtime is being spent figuring out how to make better consumable beast weapons.
Okay, then I will hang on to those. And I suppose, you know what? I have 10 days of downtime left, but Trist is probably muy exhaustio and has accomplished all he really wanted to, and probably there's not anything he can research in the Dragonhold that he cares about. So let's just spend 10 days of waifu snuggle time.
Sure.
That seems like a good use of my downtime.
Yeah. There will be magic played. There you go. As well as the screens.
Thank.
Welcome. Yeah, they'll just spend time with you as well. The statues are grateful to be able to stand once more in the service of the dragons, and will go around doing dragon shit, probably updating themselves on how to fight properly again, vis-a-vis other knights.
Yeah.
Because
I'd love to teach them
they've
myself,
been months
but
for ages. Yeah, no, if they train against you, you'll die.
yeah, I had one errant fucking monk punch and I will explode. So
Yeah.
let's find somebody else for them to deal with.
Okay. Does anyone else have roles or shit that need to be done? Otherwise, we'll be able to call it there.
Do you want me to roll for babies?
Yeah, roll me a d8. It's how many hornets will come to term in you. And yes, please, Hedrah, roll research, roll relevant skill checks as and what you think those are. All right, Tiana, you produce 3 healthy sorceress hornetlings from the brood, and a whole lot of lust druggy honey pours out of you at the same time.
All right, Skow. To make everything easier for you, downtime simple.
Yep. Raising kittens, wife swapping with honey in the morning, training, awesome, excellent. All right. Bob gets one bad arcana and a good nature and a bad history.
Oof.
And I guess I go to the fairy hold, and I don't know if anything happens on the way, but
No, you already rolled those, so fine. You were
should I make a
actually-
travel roll for back?
You made both travel rolls.
I just mean back to King's Seat or something.
No, we
Or
can
we
do
need
that next session.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
We'll find out how everyone gets back. If anything, you probably won't have to because you're in the ferry hold. You can just teleport back there.
Right.
Oh, one really good investigation. All right, Hedrah, ask me your questions. I shall tell you some lies.
Well, I'm still looking for the materials needed for crafting the Eyes of the Eagles.
Sure. Okay. This is what I can tell you you're probably gonna need. This one might surprise you. The eyes of an eagle.
No, poor eagle.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
What is this glitterous away? They don't have those in buttholes, Oh wait, no, yes. Actually, your first girlfriend did have a glitterous in a butthole. Because she was a she-male. Hallie, you keep mispronouncing prostate. I don't get it. There you go. Those are the ingredients so far as you are aware of them. But through the utilization of such goodies and a specialized crafter, probably one at the ferry hold, such a thing can be put together. Although, also, so far as you might be aware, Tristan has been working on working on crafting in his own right and may be able to help you himself. People just like wonder why every now and again Tristan does like a double take at himself while he's sat at a desk and holds his head.
Stop. The cow keeps horny posting at me.
Getting thick posted.
It's okay. I'm just dream sending, transferring that energy over to Carla. Yeah.
Yep, take that. Let's see. God, which one's Carla?
To be
I fucking
fair,
lost track by
Tristan
this
did
point.
ask.
Yep. Help, Savin, which one's Carla?
The cute bunny knight we met at Harehold.
Right.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah. She was great.
Yeah, she was adorable.
Did she get a token in the end?
I don't remember.
I think I just
don't
described her
believe
as a
so.
redhead, so you immediately fell in love.
Yeah, basically. Cute redhead knight. All right, dicks out.
Yep. All right, ready for it. Enjoy the feed. Let's see here. Redhead bunny. Redhead bunny. There are a lot of choices, for sure. There you go. Apt bunny.
Nice.
Aw, shoot.
Congratulations to Carla. Getting horny posted, getting thick posted at. Let's see here. You also get every week there is a sending update from your older sisters back in Mom Zone.
Oh, nice. Are they within range? Actually, hold on. Aw, damn it! They're just out of range for me to send to them. Boo.
Yep, they're casting the sending spell as opposed to dream sending. So it does actually mean you can reply, now that I think
Oh,
about it.
fuck yeah. Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
So
it's sending. So yeah, you can actually just have a conversation with them, albeit in parts every day. But yeah,
that's fine. I mean, hey, more time to catch up is more time to catch up.
exactly. Yeah, Hallie has a encyclopedic knowledge of everywhere that's fun to touch.
And all this information is just beamed into his brain.
Just getting fucking the download. But yeah, I'm knackered.
Alrighty.
It was a downtime session, so I gave you no opportunities to get any experience. So I'm gifting you all 2 points of experience.
Okay.
Since otherwise there is just like you guys committed for an entire session, but I gave you no opportunity to actually earn anything. So have 2 free.
Yay.
Okay.
Oakley dokley.
I mean, we
Oh, crap.
no. Well, we did learn some leads on one of our quest objectives, so I mean that's a thing.
You did, but at the same time, I'm just gonna fucking wrap it all up into one place.
All right, fine.
All right.
It's fine. It's fine.
Just
All right.
promise me
Thanks,
that might be
Skow.
next session.
Yep.
Alright.
Next session will be any role play thingies that I guess need to be divulged.
Help.
Yeah, of course. And also I'll do it in front of everybody, the roles for the various agents of each Nighthold, Ivory included, like ones that even you guys don't really interact with. Everyone's going to make tests and see if they can turn up information for you guys.
Don't worry. Whoever sent spies out here learned some really interesting things.
Ooh.
Yeah,
They
that guy's
might
probably
be
dead,
alive.
actually.
Yeah, actually, you might have killed a spy or two.
What, your gargoyles?
No, the demon that went out murdering.
Oh right, murder demon.
2.
Look, nobody can
Oh.
trace that back to me, so it's
Best hope, depending on their level of success down there, they're either going to come back with stories of a demon, or they're going to come back hunting for Trist, or they aren't coming back.
Yep. Anyway, I'm sure that's gonna be fine. Me and my 6
Okay.
hit points are gonna lay low for a bit, though.
Mhm.
Anyway,
85 days, Jesus.
if you're watching on stream or YouTube, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in about 3 hours for more downtime adventures in Merzenhammer. See you later.